is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Buster Screen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. This is a quick pass from Trubisky, and he'll go out of bounds bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy. Sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Bears.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears.
Jimmy Graham.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Foles. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Foles. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen taking it in, and the Bears have taken the lead.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And decision to bring it up ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 9. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They run with Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
It got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And the Bears first down.
They go play action. Trubisky. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Chicago. David Montgomery, 78 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves.
You're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Patterson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
They run, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Play action. It's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Bears first down.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They go play action with Trubisky. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30, 20.
Get off the field.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit big.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
It's third down.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Soldier Field.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. On
3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a big 32-yard play on third.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up with 6. Brings up
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cohen. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Past the 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive. Both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Pay attention, pay attention.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of studios in Orlando. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Montgomery
Calais Campbell on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Foles.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Cohen. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 8.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Harlan Humphrey on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it
looking to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
He's going to rifle one, and this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
first and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take
just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. Then we got in these situations, and they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
The Bears offense ready to go. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where
oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick.